Thanks for your support as channel member, Callum! Season 4 with AHGP hasn't got off to quite the start we hoped it would, but upgrades are coming to the car and better performances are too. Hello folks and welcome back to F1 Manager Creator Team with AHGP. We are gearing up for the Monaco Grand Prix and you might be asking, hang on, we only did Saudi Arabia in the last episode. What happened to Qatar and Abu Dhabi? Well, wonder no more, because I played those two off camera and I will talk you through how they've gone in just a moment. But if you're enjoying this series, make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on this video, subscribe for more F1 Manager content coming soon, and yeah, just let me know how much you enjoy this series. And obviously Lewis Hamilton is making a bit of a difference. He is 9th in the Drivers' Championship, Pos Potato now 10th. So let's show you what happened with Qatar. First of all, we brought a new underfloor to this race and it didn't really make much of a difference. We were pretty bad. What I'll show you now is the performance index before Qatar. We actually have the slowest car. Sauber, miraculously, have the fastest car according to the game. Don't understand how they've managed that, but they have cooked. They've not got the results to show for it though, so Paul Aaron and Yuki Tsunoda need to pull their fingers out. So as you can see here, we didn't make the top 10. For the first time, we failed to score points this season. We were 13th and 18th. There's nothing to show you because it was a dull race. We had a double Q1 exit, no points scored in Qatar. So let's move straight on to Abu Dhabi, where we had a Q3 appearance for Lewis Hamilton. He started 10th, and we ran long with both drivers in the first stint. And then this accident between Paul Aaron and Lando Norris brought out a red flag. Perfectly timed, because it meant we could get our pit stop done for free. We restarted the race 5th and 6th, and we ended up going on to finish in 4th and 8th. I'll show you a couple of the overtakes that we were getting up to. I think we passed Sainz or Leclerc with Lewis Hamilton perhaps, and yeah, Pos Potato definitely got past Leclerc because that's who he finished ahead of. So yeah, that race was won by Antonelli for Ferrari. So an Italian driver winning in the Italian team. That is quite something. So let's see what that means for all of the championships. Ferrari and Aston Martin and Red Bull are leading the way. Ferrari have a 35-point lead on Aston Martin. That could quickly change. Drivers' Championship, Max Verstappen now 4 points clear of Porsche. Piastri a little bit further back. Both our drivers are now creeping into the top 10, which is good. And we're trying to close up on McLaren and Charles Leclerc in that regard. Constructors-wise, we are still 6th. Mercedes, with Justin yet to score a point. As you will have just seen, they have the second slowest car. But hopefully they bring some upgrades to that thing soon. So that leaves us with Monaco. And I wanted to sort of play a couple of races off camera just to get through some of the rubbish races, because the Qatar one was dull. Nothing happened really. There was no safety cars, nothing. And we didn't really progress into the points either. We never looked like scoring anything. But for Monaco, yeah, we're only 18th in car performance, but we have drivers who can make the difference. We've got some more upgrades on the way, another underfloor, some side pods, some suspension. We are manufacturing a chassis, which within the next 7 days we will be able to put onto one of the cars. So let's fast forward time, and you can see this sort of live. We'll have a design complete. We can start the manufacturing process on something. I'm not quite sure which part that was. It's the side pods. Hooray! Side pods. Let's have 4 of those, please. So I to start with, didn't put the weight down when developing the new parts. I've now realised we need to get rid of that weight, and that's what I'm doing. I'm lightening the load. Hopefully we will be speeding up. But we do excel in tyre preservation. However, I found the best way to run the Monaco Grand Prix is a 2-stop, but that really only works when you have the fastest car. So maybe we can split the strategy today. We can have one driver do that 2-stop, possibly Lewis. Then we can have one driver do the 1-stop. Let's see how our drivers compare in terms of smoothness and their ability to preserve their tyres. So Lewis is 89, That's pretty good, to be fair. And Pulse Potato is only 84. So I think maybe we'll do Pulse Potato on the 2-stop and Lewis on the 1-stop and see where we end up. But let's get to Monaco and put some cars on track. Let's see if we have another chassis to boost our performance with in time. Hopefully we do. Let's have a quick look. Go to the warehouse, chassis. Aha! Right, Lewis is slightly ahead. So we give him the new chassis. So we're comparing old spec versus new spec. And look at the difference it's made. Wow. We are very good at high speed. We're 6th for low speed. Lewis might have a chance here. Lewis might have a chance, but Pos Potato might be slightly worse off. Top speed around here, not really required. But yeah, let's get some cars on the streets and see how we get on. For the first time this season, we've got both cars into Q3. Pos Potato surviving by just over a 1/10 of a second from Albon's Alpine. But we are into the final session of qualifying. Hamilton, 4th fastest in that segment. So let's put the used tyres on. We'll do a used tyre run and then we'll do a new tyre run, and we'll have 2 sets of softs available to us in the Grand Prix because we might need them because red flags, and also the strategy that we want to run with one of the cars being on a 2-stop. So I'll join you for the new tyre run. Okay, here we go. Final laps of qualifying. We're currently 3rd fastest with Hamilton. He did a great used tyre run. Pos Potato's lap wasn't so good. Hopefully we don't get any traffic. If I slow things down and have a look at the... Yeah, we should be all right. I think it's Verstappen who's ahead of us. It is. He's on an in-lap, so he should be coming in and getting out of our way. First sectors, no improvements so far, which is not promising. I think Pulse Potato got some traffic on his first run, so there should be improvements in coming. But it's a 32-1. Hamilton fastest in the middle sector of anybody. Pulse Potato then round the final corner. Can he improve from 10th on the grid at the moment? No, he can't. Here's Hamilton. He stays 3rd. But he's only half a 10th off of the pole. That was a stunning lap from Lewis Hamilton. Unbelievable qualifying effort from him. Can anybody behind him beat it? There's a few drivers on laps, but no one can get us off the 2nd row. So we'll have a 2nd row start with Lewis, and Pos Potato can maybe do that 2-stop and give himself an opportunity to really attack during the race. Fabulous session for us. That's our best performance so far this year in qualifying. I've been sitting here a little while deliberating what to do on the strategy, and eventually I've decided to 2-stop both drivers. It's faster than the 1-stop, we'll be able to push, and they're going to go about it slightly differently. Pos Potato is actually going to come in before Lewis Hamilton, who's going to run long on the soft tyres that he starts on. Then he'll do an aggressive stint on the mediums, and then he'll go back to the softs. Pos Potato slightly more standard with his strategy of only underfueled by 8 laps, which is still quite a few, to be honest, but I want to be able to increase the pace if we need to. So hopefully we'll get ourselves into that DRS train and we'll be able to go with the front guys, and then we'll be quick enough to stay with them and we can pull off our strategy from there. So let's get to the grid in Monaco. It's going to be very busy, but by the time the cars get to the grid, everyone will have cleared away in anticipation for hopefully AHGP's first win of the season. Let's see if we can make it happen. It's time for the Monaco Grand Prix. So Verstappen, and I think that is Piastri in 2nd place. 5 red lights in Monaco. The lights are out. The race is on. Let's see how Lewis is getting away. He's up the inside of Piastri, who's on hard tyres. Wow. Okay, 2nd place for Lewis Hamilton. Great start. Come on. That is great news for us. Paul Aaron is at the back, the world champion last, behind Justin, who's actually wheel to wheel with Lando Norris. Pos Potato has got himself up into 9th ahead of Ocon. We're the only team on soft tyres. We're very good on our tyre preservation, so that might be an advantage today, that we can make the softer rubber work for us. And as it is, we are chasing the championship leader. It's an old rivalry resumed. Verstappen versus Hamilton, but this time it's not Mercedes and Red Bull. It's Ferrari versus AHGP. We've got a yellow flag. Liam Lawson has hit the wall. Looks like he might be out of the race. What's he up to? He's going very slowly. He's just crashed at turn 7. What's he done here? He's behind his teammate. Oh, he's going through the barrier. That's never a good idea. And through the barrier... What is going on? That's weird. Lewis Hamilton is... We're on board. He's going for it on Verstappen. He leads! Lewis Hamilton takes the lead for AHGP. Now we can look back at the Ferrari. Amazing move from Lewis to take the lead. Let's see that off board. I saw he was close and I was like, okay, I need to get ready for this. And it happened so quickly. Look at that for a move. Stunning move by Lewis Hamilton. That was world class. Another step forward for Pulse Potato. He's nailed George Russell into Casino Square. Don't see passes there very often. We were riding on the front wing of the AHGP car, and that is P7 now for Pulse Potato. Let's just... Oh, that's Hamilton defending from Pourchaire. We were 2 seconds clear, but I think the Frenchman has just burnt a load of battery and pushed on his tyres. Yeah, look. Our softs are in a better state than his hards. That shows you how good our car is on its tyres. That's one thing it does very well. Russell is struggling with a mechanical fault. We are now 8.5 seconds behind Carlos Sainz. So Pulse Potato's strategy has been muddied somewhat by getting stuck behind the Williams. But at the front with Lewis Hamilton, we are looking absolutely glorious. And this car, it might have been a bit of a dog at the start of the season, but it's coming on song, and we will get it regularly in this position with more upgrades on the way. Aston and Ferrari will have something to say about it, I'm sure, but we are looking good right now. Pit stop time for Pulse Potato. Let's just see how this stop goes. 2.3 seconds. Good job from the pit crew. Lewis Hamilton still fending off Pourchaire and Verstappen now, who's come to play. Let's see where we pop out. We are behind Russell, who stopped earlier than us. He's switched to a set of soft tyres and is just destroying them. So we now have an advantage on other people in front of us because we're going to have much better rubber to utilise through the next stint. Hamilton starting to pull out a gap on Pourchaire, who's having to defend from Verstappen, who gets himself into second place. He's done a really good job managing his mediums, so he's going to be a threat, and I think he might just have the pace now to come past us. We still need another 4 or 5 laps out of Lewis on these tyres, although we could possibly bring him in now if we're just going to lose the position anyway. And well, we almost did there. Shades of 2019. Let's bring Lewis in now. We don't have to go quite so hard on the mediums, and we can almost undercut Verstappen from in front. Let's see what he does. He stays out. We're coming in. Pulse Potato's up to 13th. How does this stop go? 2.4 seconds. Lovely stuff. That'll do. And I think we're going to be in a reasonable position. We'll get a nice undercut here with the fresh tyres, and that should keep us in the lead. Right, Lewis has caught up to this pack, well, this pair of Red Bulls. They are fighting amongst themselves. Surely one of them comes in. Yes, Sainz comes in. So now let's deploy the battery. Can we find a way through? They've both got DRS. That's a problem. So we're going to get held up here unless Lewis can do something about Piastri over the course of this lap. We're going to lose a lot of time. We lost 0.3 to Verstappen last time round because we're getting held up. We need to deploy this battery. Let's go aggressive. See if we can... Let's drive in clean air. See if we can find a way through at a surprise spot. And hopefully not end up in a barrier. Surely Piastri is coming in. He's on 28% left tyres. He'll be boxing. He is, yeah. So we don't need to worry about this. We do get DRS on Antonelli, who could do a spoiler job for his teammate. That could be an issue. It wasn't an issue. Straight out the tunnel, and look at the speed he carried into the chicane. That was frightening, actually. He enjoyed it though. Look at this train. Justin's involved in this because he's a lap down at the moment in the Mercedes, which I feel so bad for Justin. We moved him to Mercedes in the hopes of better things. Verstappen goes into the pit lane, having lost loads of time. Justin gets out of Lewis's way and blocks Porsche. Justin is our agent, isn't he? He's just getting in the way. He held up Verstappen, who's now essentially a pit stop behind us. He'll be quick on fresher tyres. What's he gone to? Hard tyres. Oh, we're going to hunt him down on softs later on, and it's just going to be... It's going to be horrendous, isn't it? It's going to be hideous how much time we take out of him on fresh softs. As long as Porsche doesn't spring a surprise, I think we are the favourites now for this race, which I didn't think would be the case. Yeah, the game said 18th fastest overall. We're proving that wrong. Lewis Hamilton doing Lewis Hamilton things right now. Pulse Potato is doing a good job. He's up to 6th. He's ahead of Piastri's Red Bull. He's now on the tail of Russell's Williams, which has got a worsening mechanical fault and on aging soft tyres. So let's get him clear of Russell, and then maybe he can threaten the top 4 perhaps. Right, on board with Pulse Potato. We turned everything up to 11 and we take 5th place. So that's a job well done. Let's continue conserving fuel. We didn't actually deploy the battery in the end. We just used the tyres to do it. But good job, Ben. And you're into P5. 2.1 second stop there for Pulse Potato. He stopped from 7th place. Piastri and Antonelli did manage to get past. He now drops back to 10th, but he's got some overtaking to do, and I'm sure he's going to have fun doing it because we don't need to save any more fuel. Lewis Hamilton is now into the pit lane. Teo Pourchaire is probably going to undercut us. He's put on some softs, as you can see, and has been setting some very fast lap times. We now have to chase down Max Verstappen, and yeah, Pourchaire is going to be comfortably clear of us by a few seconds, I think. So we'll have to catch him. His tyres will go off before ours. Yeah, we've lost 7 seconds to the Aston Martin. They've caught us napping a little bit there, but we've stuck to our strategy, and we're going to trust in it, and I'm sure we will be absolutely fine. We can pick up the pace now in terms of how much fuel we're using. We don't need to save anymore. We've got enough to get to the end. Now it's a case of catching Verstappen and catching Pourchaire and passing both of them for an incredibly unlikely victory. I didn't think we'd start 3rd. I didn't think we'd have any chance of a victory. Maybe a podium if we were really good. But Lewis has done an amazing job, and he needs to keep it going because Oscar Piastri's catching him, or at least going to try to. Right, Lewis has caught the back of Teo Pourchaire. However, the Aston Martin is trying to pass Carlos Sainz, who I think is trying to take these mediums to the end. He's just begging for a puncture. That's surely what's going to happen. Verstappen is only there. We're closing in on the race leader. He's struggling for pace as well. We did a 13.6 last time round. Fastest of anybody in the top 4. Pulse Potato is setting some quick lap times. Will he catch Antonelli? He might. There might be a potential 5th place here if Piastri and Antonelli really have a drop off in pace for Pulse Potato. So that would be a good recovery for him. We need to find a way through this lot for Lewis though. We need to charge the battery and then deploy it and really just grab the bull by the horns and take this win because we deserve it. We have been fantastic today. We're the deserving winner of this race. I've already decided it, and we've still got 7 laps to go. Here comes Lewis. Can he find a way past Pourchaire? He's looking to the inside. It's going to be late on the brakes. Can he?
Sainz is the next
Yes! He's got it. Come on. Come on. We're into 3rd, and now Sainz has got a mechanical problem, but he's right up behind Verstappen. We've still got a few laps remaining, so there's still time to do this yet.
Increasing lifting coast just a little.
We'll just have to time it correctly. Let's get ourselves into position. So just as you approach the final corner, we need to deploy and attack. Let's also drive in clean air. Let's hop on board with Lewis, see if we can find a way through. Sainz does have DRS. Is that going to make a difference? No. Into 2nd place goes Lewis Hamilton. Lovely stuff. That is brilliant. And now we're on the back of Verstappen, and we can just size this up and take it when we want to.
So it should be 6
AHGP are coming for the W, and Lewis Hamilton is going to return to winning ways if he can pass Max Verstappen. Let's stay on board because I'm sure we might as well do it straight away. What's the point in hanging around? Get it done immediately and clear off, because otherwise there could be a safety car that robs us or something silly like that. So let's deploy, attack, push. Here we go. Hamilton and Verstappen. We've seen it before. Verstappen defends. Okay, we might have to work a bit harder for this. Oh, the Sauber. Who's that? Which Sauber's that? Get out of the way. It's Paul Aaron. What are you doing? Oh, he chose to leave us. And now he's screwed us.
Only 5 laps.
5 laps to go. There's still time. Right, here we go. Hamilton, don't drive in clean air. Just use the DRS and make the move that you think is necessary. We're not quite close enough yet. Let's top up the battery. Let's see if we can find a way through. He's right on his gearbox. I can't see how he won't find a way past. Pulse Potato, we could probably be a bit more aggressive on your tyres actually. See if you can close down Antonelli, who is going slowly. Hamilton did a 13.1 last time round to close up behind Verstappen. Let's push the fuel. Let's deploy and attack. Is this the moment? Is it now? So battery is empty. Hamilton, oh, he can't. Verstappen is not easy to find a way past. Let's.
Can't get close enough, mate.
Well, you very are close enough, and you're all over the back of him. It's Senna and Mansell vibes right now. Can we find a way through? Going to top up the battery as much as I can. We've got 1 lap to go. We've probably got one more realistic shot at this. Let's attack, and we need to stay within DRS. Is Verstappen going to get DRS? Oh, have we left it too late? Is the back marker... Oh, no! The back marker's going to get in the way! Get out of the way, Williams! No! Oh, we've been foiled. I don't believe this. We're now out of DRS. That was our last chance to overtake Verstappen. Let's deploy the battery. We're only a second behind. Are we close enough for a send? No. Oh, we're not going to get it, I don't think. Unless we dive bomb him into the Rascasse. High overtake aggression, go for it. Just send it. Just send it. No, he's defended it. Damn it. Oh, no. We were so close. We were going to get the win.
Go for it.
Understood.
Verstappen has held on by the barest of margins to win the race. Pulse Potato's going to come home 7th. But Lewis Hamilton misses out agonisingly close to his first win for AHGP.
So much for
Damn it. I don't believe that.
It was a really great drive.
But what a performance. What a drive. Didn't expect to be on the podium. And yet here we are. Disappointed that we didn't win the race. Excellent performance from Lewis. Pulse Potato, good drive from him. He comes home in 7th. If he'd qualified a bit better, then he'd have had more chance in the race, I think. But a decent run anyway. But good points for us. And bodes well for the future. There he is, Lewis Hamilton on the podium for us. Ted Pourchaire wearing just a grey cap. I'm not sure why. Why has he not got hair? But there we go, the first trophy that Lewis Hamilton collects for AHGP. He loves it, we love it. It's great to have him here. We're learning a lot from him. So yeah, you can spray his former colleague in the face with some champagne, and his former teammate is the race winner. What a podium, eh? Verstappen, Hamilton, Pourchaire. Great performance. Very, very pleased with that. Annoyed as hell that we didn't get the win. It was Vesti who got in the way. No, it was Russell. It would have been Russell. George Russell has cost us the win. Anyway, that's good points in the Constructors. It moves us up to 4th now. We're going to be setting about catching Aston Martin. It's over 100 points. It's 103 points to catch them. I don't think we'll be able to win the Constructors unless we start going on a winning spree. That's the aim. Get this car sorted for the second half of the season, then just win all the races. It could still be on. Could still be on. And Lewis is 102 points behind Max Verstappen. Again, if we can go on a winning spree, doable. Doable, I think, because Pulse Potato showed last season he is more than quick enough to win races as well. But we're not going to start issuing team orders yet. That's a long way in the future. But we need to get Pulse Potato's qualifying performances sorted out so that he can be up there challenging alongside Lewis. And hopefully getting us those wins. Well, there you go. AHGP are back, and we are going to be heading to the next round, which I can't remember which one it is. I think it's Montreal, I think it's Canada, and we'll be aiming for another podium at least a top 5, I think, and then maybe even some victories further down the line. So yeah, stick with us for that. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this sort of content, and I'll see you very, very soon. You're the best fans. Bye for now.